We are starting with the Riesling Gutswein from the winery Karl Schaefer from Badduerkheim in the Pfalz region in Germany. Why you should try this Riesling? So this wine is your ticket to German Rieslings, especially Rieslings from the Pfalz region. And you can say this is a little teaser to the world of the Premier Crus, Grand Crus, the world-class Rieslings. So if you want to drink this Riesling alone, of course you can do. But in fact, what is a good pairing to this Riesling? Just only salted potato chips, or you can combine it with air-dried ham, a really good salami, or white bread. And for the more ambitious chefs of you out there, you can try a really regional thing. If you don't know it, Google it. You have to try it. Just combine it with Riesling tribes and mashed potatoes. This is really delicious. Awesome. You will love it. We start with the color. As you can see, it's a middle plus yellow. What about the nose? Really fresh and juicy. Apple fruit. We also have lemon zests. Notes of white blossom. Freshly sliced green paprika. The more you smell, the more you smell in this case. Let's try it. Yeah. Really delicious, and it's the same we found also in the nose. Really fresh lemon zests. We have these juiciness, apple fruit on the palate. Behind this, it's a huge bunch of green herbs. We got a really good acidity, which is well balanced with the fruit. That means you want to drink more and more and sometimes more than it's good for you. And we also have this mineralic saltiness here on the palate, which belongs really strong to the red sandstone, which is really typically for the region around Badduerkheim. This brings the structure to the wine. On one hand, the structure of the minerality, and on the other hand, it's constant continental climate, less rain. The temperature is really on one level, you can say. It's not really hot and then really cold and then again, you know what I mean. So that's really good for this bright fruitiness we have in the nose and also on the palate later on. The more I wait right now is the more I discover in this wine, and this is what I mean at the beginning, that this wine is your ticket to the world-class Rieslings. This wine is made by the winery Karl Schaefer from Badduerkheim in the Pfalz region in Germany. Badduerkheim is located near to Wachenheim and Deidesheim, so you can say it's nearly in the ground zero of the Pfälzer Rieslings. It's founded in 1843. And it's also one of the founders of the famous VDP, the Verband Deutscher Prädikats- und Qualitätsweingüter. Yes, next time I will listen to your pronunciation of this German expression. Organic certified, don't panic, it's organic. The man in charge for the vinification on winery Karl Schaefer is Johann Seibt. He is bringing this winery back to the first row of the Pfalzer wineries. So we are really proud to work with his wines. How's this wine made? So this wine is definitely on the fruity side. That means we got a cold maceration here. Cold maceration means that the temperature is under 8 degrees Celsius. We know that part of this wine is natural fermented. Natural fermentation means you are working with the yeast which exists already there in the cellar, in the vineyard. Yeah, they also growing on the skin of the grapes. So this is really traditional way to making wines. Before the 20th century, everybody made wines like this. So this wine is completely made in steel tanks, which is also really good for the fruity side of this Riesling. Steel tanks means a reductive fermentation. That means we don't have any contact with the air, and in the end of this fermentation process, that brings out more the fruit of the wine in combination with the cold maceration at the beginning. Yeah, well structured, really good Riesling, which is on one hand you can say a completely crowd pleaser, and on the other hand also our wine nerd friends would not say no to this wine. So yeah, buy this wine, open the bottle, that's why with a screw cap. Is that the English word for it? I don't know right now. Don't use too small glasses to drink it, and I'm really excited about your comments about this wine. Send me pictures of your first Riesling tribes, and yeah, when you try to buy Riesling tribes in Sydney, also try to buy Leberwurst there, which is also really delicious with this wine. Have fun, guys. Cheers. See you next time.